Great and beautiful morning to you all, wherever you're joining me. This hour, welcome to 482 edition of InvestData Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. Yes, I said that a global market, as to speak, is in a misdirection. But see market reacting to different you know, move and also different statement from the new president of United States of America, you know, Trump. And also tell you that what is happening in other domains is also influencing activities in those environments. But as to speak, I'll tell you that the Asia market at this hour has also opened, in the up direction. That means I think that the market there on Friday is also up in the green, kind of tracking what happened in US market the previous section, or that is what we are seeing now. And also don't forget that in that environment, Asia market, we're also seeing that Japan has also increased their rate for the third time, from late 2024. These are the things that, and also this will also, breaking interest rate of Japan to like almost 17 years high as we speak. But this also have given some greater to some access in Japan. Also knowing that we saw that Japan for we saw the other economic figure like purchasing manager index hitting almost straight 7 months low in this January. These are the things that also is shaping that market. But for China market, I think that the government move to reinvest all of the premiums from for insurance fund into what into the local market has also boosted that market in China. And that's why I see that they said there's a mixed market as we speak. But I think that in US market is relatively in the red, pulling back, while that of Asia market as a result of what is happening in China. But I think that market is in green. Also, don't forget that as China is also moving to an holiday forward for their own New Year that starts from next week. But before that, we're going to see China Purchasing Manager Index on Monday before they proceed on what on the on their New Year holidays. Don't forget that that is their own culture that they go to New Year season at that period. But also don't forget that also Trump move as regard the tariff is also shaking to see when is it going to be, because he has said that yes there will be tariff, but every different domain or even investors are all factoring in whether this trade war, how long is it going to be. Is it the same trade war they will experience the first term of Trump, or is it the same different trade war? But I believe that as the ongoing global economic meeting is going on, there's no need for tariff war or trade war. But I believe that as also US also calling that that China and Russia should also go into ceasefire also with Ukraine. That also my hope. But also at the same time I think that oil price is also heading forward for most the first week low for almost like 3 weeks or 4 weeks now, because of what the intention of Trump to increase the production of crude oil and others in US. And also seeing that relative peace really returning from Middle East as a result of ceasefire deal that was signed by Israel and Hamas. These are also what also are likely also to influence oil price, despite all the activity, all the forecast was seeing that relatively oil price is going down. And also Trump have said that it's likely to discuss with OPEC and also Saudi Arabia as to know how to make sure that crude oil price come down as we speak. But don't forget that that is why I tell people that what you are thinking in terms of Trump going to be differ from expectation. Already he knows that when he increase the when he increase the tariff, there will be inflation in the economy. But going for crude oil price to come down automatically going to cushion the effect of US, because of when crude oil price cost of production relatively also below in that environment. That's why there must be a way out, because he knows that there are some policies that are going to make going to affect the fundamentals of what of the US economy. On that, investors are looking at how can they take advantage. But the good thing is that the results that come so far in that environment in US, even in China and in Europe, these numbers are not looking bad. But we saw that there's one company that also released results recently that kind of deviated from expectation, which is the air company. This is it I forgot the name. Is it Bo? No, one of the companies here that are into production of aircraft. The 700 or 600 that also signal that yes, they're going to be a kind of a loss, profit loss, and what we call profit warning. That yes, that also will down on that stock in that environment. But I believe that with the rising policy from China, we want to see some changes. I don't forget that China economy has also rallied from as we see the last GDP back to almost 5.4, hitting expectation. These are the things that are likely to shape the market as we speak in that region. But knowing that also in India is also trying to also put their economy in that direction, that we are seeing that India is also making ready for work for electronic cars. You can see the last summit that was held in India. You can see the participation. You can see different. It's also a kind of cars that are electric cars that are emanating from that. As we speak now, India index is also flat at this hour. As India also looking to see what this 7 months low we are seeing in India market as we also speak. Coming back to Europe, I'll say that the Europe market is not doing badly at all also at this hour, and we expect that the more they tried also to kind of cut rate to boost the economy, instead they are really to make the economy buoyant. That's why they are like to cut rate to put the economy on that so that it can absorb shock. But let's wait and see. But as we speak now, US market is also, for me, it's also looking the other way round. But the US market is down, even with Trump pronouncement of uh, to bring out a new crypto, cryptocurrency, or what we call it. This also is part of that what is putting the market to speak now. But I believe that there's a lot to happening in US market as far as I see, and also what the government of the new government of Trump also be rolling out going to the future. But I believe that what the market is expecting from Trump as a policy uncertainties are likely to unfold going to the future. But it's the work of any investor or trader not to invest and go and sleep, but rather invest and keep your eyes in the market. This is a very, very important thing at any given time so that you can navigate within the market. I believe that this will go a long way to also help the market across the globe. But if you look at what is happening in Africa, Africa market is equally mixed. We are seeing that some markets in Africa are green. And NGS at this hour has also rebounded a little bit in the last day of the week. We are seeing the market come up after expressing a mixed market for the week. We saw 2 days pullback, but this morning we are seeing the market also coming up down here in Nigeria. For me, it's a good one for our market here as traders and investors are keeping their eyes on what is happening in the market, which is also a good news for the market right away. I believe that we investors should pay attention to all this, because this where we expect to see what some moves in the market that investors also will smiling towards to the bank at the end of the day. It's very, very important that we pay attention to this at this hour. Very, very important for us as traders. But before we go further into looking at the topic of today, talking numbers on Japaul gold and the university press, and that of what and that of Transcorp power result. But let's look at the chart first before going to that number. So that we use that number also to round up. Coming back to look at some chart. But if you look at the market data as we speak now, market is in greater. So the earlier market is up by 134.80 basic point, representing 0.13%. Trading at 102,913 as we speak. This is the correct state of the market. The market is in green. We're having the positive market internals. We're having 19 gainers at this hour and 10 losers in the market. Good news for the market as market trying to gather momentum. And I'll tell you, as market tries to react to the positive trend that has just hit the market, we saw an impressive number that came from Transcorp power, and also that one that came from Japaul gold account, and also pay for number. Also, we also take 10 total results that came from University Press, and that came also from Guinness and others. No, this number also point to where the market is going. And I'll tell you from this number I don't mention, we've seen improvement, reflecting what we have seen in the previous quarter. That is a signal to what investors were expecting, going to the future in terms of unaudited account that will come in this month. And don't forget that it is this policy that has supported the market for the past 5 years of seeing the unaudited account for these companies in the month of January, giving investors an insight what to expect. And I believe that the number wasn't so far. If others were expecting continue this direction, we're expect to see a better dividend at the end of the day. And I'll tell you that because the market, the corporate managers of these companies have taken advantage of what increase in price, and others will see that their numbers remain up to support their price. And that's why the market has already continued in up direction compared from where the market is coming at the beginning of 2024 today. You can see that market has breaking record of more up resistance to as high as what 406 before pulling back. Although as the market is going now, at the expectation of earnings in this month of January, February, and March, we expect the market to bounce back if the earnings beat expectation. But what we're seeing so far looks so good, and I'll tell you that the market already recognizing it, and that's why we are seeing activities coming back on the last trading day of the week. Here on this note, now quickly go back to what to the earnings, and then we'll now use the chart to conclude at the end of the day. Let's pay attention right now. Let's go to the day. Let's start from Japaul result here. Let's start from Japaul result. I know that many of you have seen this number, but want to pay attention to some things that I believe that should guide us as investor or trader anytime we're in this market, because it has a way of open our eye to know what to say or what is happening, for you to know exactly the right direction you should look at any given time is very, very important. Looking at the company numbers to see if they going the same time in the same way with the sentiment or the technical analysis. Yes, we are seeing a good number from this company, but how far will this number go is what you and I are here to also look at, that we can take advantage of these numbers at the end of the day. Because it's very, very important that you pay attention to these numbers. When you look at them, they guide you to know exactly what you should be doing as a trader or investor in this company. It's very, very important. Looking at the top line of this company, I will say that top line is very, very important. But here, because we are expecting to look at the Q4 and the full year, if you look at the last quarter for 2024, that means from October to December, that's that the company turnover has an improvement from what we saw in 2023, the same quarter again, October to December. I can see that I can see about 412.99 million to 100.98 billion. You can see in this data we are seeing here. And if you click down, that will give you at the end of the day with the administrative cost and all. I see that the gross profit at the end of the day or profit after tax, let's move there, even with the cost, the financial cost also that also dropped. I see that the financial cost in 2023 last quarter of the year and the from there see a little drop here. I see that the net finance cost was about 600 and 620,000 against what against 446,000. You can see it here on this chart on this table here. But we're looking at attention to see the profit after tax, which is the bottom line. That is what every investor are interested in. If you look at the bottom line here, you can see that we're seeing 1.2 billion against 33 33 million 533 million 33 million 5.2. You can see it here at this. The why at the end of the day, we look at the full year unaudited account, give you an insight to what this company have done for this period also. If you look at this point, we see the year January to December. You can see and also January to December here. We see an improvement from 2.5 or 2.6 billion to 4.1 billion in 2024. You can see the growth here. That you can see that for about 58.7% growth in terms of what in terms of top line, which is good and above our own standard in InvestData, that every company that posts anything above 20% is outstanding, which was also seen in Japaul in terms of their top line. But we've also looked down to see profit before tax and profit after tax. We see that we are seeing that the profit after tax for this period also grew about almost 100 and 164% from 33.5 million to 33.5 million to 1.25 billion. I think that this is massive in terms of growth here. You can see what I'm seeing, and it says that where this company are also going at the end of the day. Total assets of this company also improve. Looking at the balance sheet, for me, the balance sheet and also the profit and loss account are looking good, and also that's why you don't look at all this alone. You pay attention to what to see what is the what we call a cash flow saying. Cash flow is very, very important in any analysis you are doing, because it helps you to know exactly what to do when it comes to cash flow when you are also investing. You can see that also for this period now, because of all this, that we are seeing improvement from the earnings where from that the earning per share has also improved, even with additional shares because of expansion of the company's working capital where funds were injected into the vaccine. That on that note, we are seeing that if you look at the EPS, much you can see that it was seen it moved from 11 kobo to what to 13 kobo for the period, just to reflect what the injection of funds expanded in their share in the share in issue because of right issue or what you call it. This has also impacted the earning, but good thing that the company has showed where they are going, and that's why you must pay attention to this company, even when we're not seeing sign of dividend right now, but it's a sign that they are heading somewhere with their numbers. Let's quickly look at their operating cash flow. Look at the operating cash flow for the period of 1 year, 2003 to 2023 and 2024. Look at the operating cash flow. The net operating cash flow is what attention is being considered positive to negative. And let's take as well. If you look at the cash flow for investment, which also reflects injection of fund, that you can see that here it moved from about 11 point something million to 398.8 million also as we speak here. That means there is investment at the same time the operating cash flow is negative are likely to reverse. So you must pay attention to see what the trend will be in the new financial year that is we're in. That means as far as and what on the first quarter result in April, and also to see the audited account. But I don't see much change from this number we're seeing and the audited account. But good thing that this company's performance has improved in 2024, signal to see more performance as the company settle and also go into more extraction because they are into mining business now. I believe that also will turn around the company. But we look at the chart of Japaul when we also come to the to the live chart. We quickly look at what the result that came from University Press. And I believe that those that are in this class now that attended the Q&A session, I said that as the sector to pay attention. I mentioned the publishing sector that because of September, when the students resume newly for year, we expect to see their Q3 looking up, and that is what we have seen actually in this number. That means similar results likely to come from academic press and also Learn Africa, because that period where the schools, companies will publish more to supply for the new session, and they pay in advance. Also, they pay within that period, and that also reflected because they already have a market for the year. But these are the things that shows people that there's a period that company perform well for this company. That is how they do. And also, with increase in price of goods, remember the goods and cost of production, you could see the mark and also on the price. Look at the top line of University Press third quarter result. You can see it here that the last quarter that is from last quarter is from October to December, we are looking at. You can see it here October to October, while this one is from the 3 months of April to December. Look when we're paying attention, and also also look at this also from April to October. You need to look at all this to see exactly. If you look at the movement from the 30 90 days, you can see from 287.5 million to 483.84 million. And if you look at the 3 months account, 2.38 billion to 3.02 billion. For me, it's a great improvement. It's a sign that where this company is going. That's why, as a trader investor, we must pay attention to all this to guide us when we are investing, because we must look at these numbers to make what inform investment decision at any given time. That it helps you to know exactly where you are heading as a trader or investor. It will guide you to make informed investment decisions so that you can know exactly what you are doing in that regard. It's very, very important that we pay attention to all this when we are investing, because it helps you to make informed investment decision as we speak. Like I said, if you look at the top line for University Press, consider that it grew about to 27 point something percent. It's a good one, above the 20 I told you earlier. And the bottom line, which is profit after tax, was up by 125 percent. Good one from 226.36 million to 510.71 million. Good one, and it's translated to what an any per share of 3 naira 85 kobo. Sorry, that was any per share of 1 naira 18 kobo against 52 2 kobo. 1 naira 18 kobo. You can see that this is a good one for what for investors. And can see that the earnings yield has also improved from 21.86 to what to 30.75%. Good one for also investors. These are the things that if you look at. Looking at the earnings yield is very very bad. Also, at times also you can pay attention to what the book value to tell you whether if the stock is undervalued or overvalued. Look at the book value of this company now. You can see that we are seeing that the book value is also reading about 8 naira 4 kobo, while the market price today is what is below 5 naira. You can see the upside potential. But also look at what is the bottom line telling us what we have just said here. But quickly look at the balance sheet is very very strong. You can see it here. But we're not paying attention to it, but we know that it's good. But let's look at the cash flow. But these are the things that matters. Cash flow, speak, volume. Look at the cash flow for the period for investing. I'll tell you this operating cash flow for the period. You can see it here. The way it's looking. If you come down, look at the net cash operating cash flow. You can see that negative. Or you can see that it has increased from 49.6 million negative to 569.45 million negative. Like I said, this is for the world. Let's pay attention to see also. For investment, also consider that also increase net investment activities also is looking up. But we'll also look at the end of the day. Then let's quickly also look at what is happening. What in the last one, which is a very important earnings to look at, is the transport power. This result, I'll tell you that I tell you that when a company do well, they are the first to let the public know. Why did I say so? No, never we expect that the transport power result will out by now. But seeing that in that industry, we are seeing that Gedebu and have been taking lead. But now this one have also kind of overtaken the good things of the result. But I've seen that transport power has done where the numbers are not looking bad at all. Looking at the figures released so far, and because of the number, people might say, "Oh, what is the yield?" But not only the yield, we know that there's potential for that industry, and also now that we're seeing that the tariff what they have increased in electricity, the electric works we're paying. That's what the work also reflecting on this platform. Because I'll tell you that the whole circle of this business is also there. They are doing they are generating, they are distributing, and also they are also collecting. These are the things that you see that also reflect on this company. But yes, we see that the price have pulled back from as high as 384 naira, 384.76 naira down to around 320 or 330. You can see that there's potential, but at this point now we are seeing that the cumulative dividend was almost about 5 naira, the dividend of 1 naira 50 kobo and 3 naira 50 kobo, which we are seeing. But the good thing is that the sector where it's operating, so that there's a lot of potential. But I believe that this also reflects, but for still a company that's doing a turnover for a period of from 2023 from 2023 to 2024, moving from 1 point 140 442 0.12 billion to 305.594 billion. This is massive, and this is about no three digit growth, 115% in the green, the top line. And that same thing also, if you look at also the cost of operation, I think that also a double, despite the so double cost of stay. I see that from 6.7 billion to 400. This is more than double in terms of what, in terms of movement. This is more than double in the cost of stay. But at the end of the day, other incomes also drop. You can see it here. But we're also saying that impairment also was high. With all this, I see that was all administrative expenses was up in 2024. But at the end of the day, we're seeing a better number. Looking at the finance income for the period. I mean, this company also was invested. I see that finance income was higher than the previous year, and the cost also was higher than the previous year. At the end of the day, we're having a gain instead of a loss from the gain from the finance gain or can see for the period, which is also a good thing for them. But at the end of the day, we're seeing 80 billion against 30 billion in 2023. This is good, and that is why we are saying that any per share of this company has also moved from as low. Go down here, you can see it here. As low from 4 naira 3 kobo to what 10 naira 7 kobo or 10 naira 70 kobo approximately. This is good for the bank, and that is why from this that they are paid even slightly above 50% of their earnings as what as dividend. At the end of the day, For me, there's a future for this company for those that are thinking medium and long, knowing the sector they are operating. But it also send a signal also what is happening in the group where this company exists. For us investors, that is thing to pay attention. The balance sheet for Transcorp is not so looking bad at all. Strong balance sheet as well. You can see here. Shareholders fund remain robust. For me, it's a good one for the market to know. And also, let's quickly look at what the cash flow of this company before we go back to our chart. We look at the what we call the technical position of this company as market react to these numbers that have been released to the market. Yes, we look at the cash flow for the period. If you look at the cash flow here, but we pay attention to see the operating cash flow from here, which is you can see it here. The net operating cash flow for the company is outstanding. I'll tell you, this is a good one for Transport Power. The net operating cash flow from operation moved from 25 billion to about 54.85 billion for the period of 1 year from 2023 to 2023 December to 24 me. It's a good one as a pointer where this company is going. I see that there's a lot of value for investors. Also, the share issue is less than 10 billion and holding structure is equally tight. That's why the price are relatively stable. For you that are looking for defensive stock, these are where you also should look at as investor or trader. Like I just said, if we go back to our chart, we look at these stocks. Sorry, look at these stocks and also how they are performing by looking at what are the one we have to look at their numbers now. Let's look at the strength in the market for this company. It's very, very important. Let's start from Japaul Gold right away now. What is Japaul doing as we speak now? We must look at it. Japaul Japaul Gold. Let's see what is doing right now so that you can see for yourself and take action also when it comes to investing in the market. What is Japaul Gold doing? What Japaul Gold doing? Let's also look at it now. Japaul. What is Japaul Gold doing now? I want to quickly look at it. Let me quickly take water. Sorry, I'm just checking. I need to take care. But if you look at the Japaul Gold now, you can see look at the chart also. You can see that it has moved aside, even getting to almost 2 naira, 40 kobo, 4 pulling back. For me, there's no cost for alarm. The numbers are point where it's going. You can see it here. And let's quickly call also some chart to look at it. Yes, I did look at the oil index, but I want to look at this one quickly because of our time. Let's look at well, I've shown you the index already before now, yes. But let's look at the purple. Let's call our indicators. Money flow here. Look at the MACD and our C line, which is a 8-day movement exponential. If you start off standard, I said that the Japaul is above the T line, which says that there's positive momentum for the stock. And money flow is just looking up here to read the 43. And this is what on a day chart. So let's quickly look at other time frame. Let's look at the 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart that the stock have gone up or something like I said earlier. For now, try to trade down around 227 to 230. That's what it's trading right away. When the MACD on money flow on 1 hour is about 73. MACD is positive as we speak now. Looking at the stock, I see that this is also a good one for the stock right away. Or quickly look at the 2 hour chart before 2 hours and 4 for the call. So not exactly for 2 hour chart we are seeing that yes, it's kind of slow down. The money flow is looking up marginally and MACD has also crossed the T line to kind of signal the bullish movement on 2 hour chart. Finally, look at the 4 hour chart before we go to look at what is happening. 4 hour chart is not looking good. I see that money flow is looking down and we are still where the stock is. Despite that it's above the T line, there's a sign of weakness already at this formation of a candle stick. So if you look at the UPL, then let's see what the UPL is also doing. That also tells us University Press, what University Press is doing. We not know exactly what press on 4 hour chart. Now see that it's above the T line. It has gone up. It also come back. Gone up as almost 1 naira, 5 naira, almost 5 naira, 47 kobo before pulling back to what is selling now around there. Yes, let's see can see that the momentum on the stock, this for a day for 4 hours chart. Let's look at the 1 hour chart for investing bread. You can see that in the last minute hours, you can see that it opened in green, gone up. You can see that trying to stay down. You can see that has gone up. There was kind of a pressure down here. That the money flow is looking down marginally on 1 hour chart, and also this also slightly looking a bit bearish. Those sign of on 1 hour chart for the stock. Yes, let's pay attention to let attention shift to what to transport power. Transport power. Let's look at what transport power is doing also here. That also help us to also capture what is happening there as we speak. Transport power, what is it doing? Look at what transport power is also doing in the market. Transport power, what is transport power also doing in the market also help us. Let's quickly also look at the stock here and get transport power the stocks, transport power, you can see, let's see, you can see that this stock, uh, even as speak now, it's trading below the T line. You can see it here, T line is here, you can see it. MACD is already up, MFI is also telling us stock that even as the over soul region, that means potential of upside potential. MACD is also giving a sign of once the blue line cross, fine, but you can see all the movement here. But I believe that those that are thinking medium and long, I want to play defensive also can really well stop as we speak. That's the only way I want to say now. On this note, also by time, I will say thank you. We'll talk more on earnings tomorrow at the Q&A session. For those that are here that I'd like you to prepare for your question, look at how to take advantage of this momentum we expect to change the market. Already we are seeing it here going up and down. Want to see more momentum that's coming for next week. How can we take advantage of it to make quick returns and also pull that, especially for the smart traders? Look forward to see you tomorrow at Q&A session. On this note, I say bye. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. See you